So, welcome to night one of the long road trip. Yeah, it ended up being a late one. I left like after lunch today and drove all the way from the farm in South Dakota all the way to Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, I just kind of left the farm and didn't necessarily know that I was coming here. But I like stopped at some point. What happened? It was like, yeah, I left the farm. I was like, just go west. Eventually I'd like to get down to San Clemente and take the PCH up to the Pacific Coast Highway up to Seattle, Washington. I have a friend who's gonna come out and join me for the Labor Day weekend. So I think it's a good balance. I have 2 weeks off of work, so I have like 2 weeks to roam the country, and then I think it'll be a nice break because the Labor Day weekend's kind of in the middle of those 2 weeks. So I just have to pick her up from the airport on Saturday in Seattle. And that's pretty much like the only thing on the agenda. I just have ideas for things I want to do. I got my America the Beautiful pass, so I can, it's more of, I don't know, that's why when I was looking at campgrounds, I was like, I might as well just see if I can find one in Rocky Mountain National Park. And since it's a Sunday night, I was able to make a last minute reservation. I'm excited. Now that I'm here, I'm really glad I was able to like find my spot in the dark, and yeah, we're here. We made it. I'm tired, obviously. I don't know what I just said. I hope it was good, what I just said. I hope I can use that somehow. I'm probably gonna like throw some pajamas on and just like go to bed and figure out what we're doing tomorrow. So I love the fresh mountain air. Next time I see a bathroom, I'm stopping there. That's for sure. Okay, let's go. Who put that bus there? And then there's can you come through? Can you come through? If that's not it, that is, I'm gonna be a little embarrassed if that's not, those aren't the words. I know all the words to just about any song either. Want a hat? I'm happy in the mountains. So this road is called Trough Road, and when I first saw the sign, I thought it said Tough Road, like as just a warning, which honestly would have been more accurate. Tough Road, like that's what this should be named. I can't believe my GPS took me this way. It's very pretty. It's also just like, wow, crazy bumpy. Sounds like I'm driving with a bunch of chipmunks. Such a pretty river. So pretty. Oh good, look, they're paving it. That's I've never driven such a long, windy, unpaved road in my life. So I made it through that rough road, and I can actively hear this tire losing pressure, like the pressure light came on, and sometimes that happens because like the wheels just get hot, you know, and they'll like expand and like change pressure. I actively hear it's only a matter of time till this goes flat, and there's no cell service out here. Ordeal. Kudos to tire sensors and alerting me to that before I went flat. Cause yeah, I ended up, I saw like this parking lot spot where like people were like docking boats in and out of the water. I saw that someone was over there, and so I just quickly drove my van over there. By the time I got there, the person I saw was already in their boat and they had left, but there was plenty of parking space, and I found the hole in my tire. I was able to like hold it with my finger, so I was like, maybe I can duct tape it, and I tried duct taping it, and it you could still hear the air coming out of it, and then someone else showed up to the same like boat landing, and they happened to own a place down the road, and so huge shout out to the guys at Rancho Del Rio. They have saved my day, maybe even my life, I don't know, but it was really helpful. I was able to follow them, and they put a tire plug in there, and then I was able to make it to Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and made it just in time to a discount tire, and they actually were still working on some other cars as well, and stayed a little bit later, which was super nice. And I guess the treads on my back tires were really low anyway, so I ended up getting the stand is decked out with 2 new rear tires. As we all know, the punctured tire set us back a couple hours. So I had reserved a campsite for tonight, and technically it's paid for, but I'm not gonna make it there. Through a long series of web searches and chat GPT, I found some public land outside of Grand Junction, Colorado, where you can camp for free. So that's cool. I'm paying for a campsite tonight that I'm not using, but I'm camping somewhere else for free. So we're gonna have to find a campground with a shower tonight, I think. It's gonna have to be a mascara kind of day. I feel gross. It helps. Why does this apple rattle? So the punctured tire set me back a little bit, just on, you know, what my random plan was. But the beauty of the plan is that it can change. It's malleable. We can change it. And so yesterday, when I randomly looked at a campsite in Zion National Park, they were all full. But today, there was one spot open. So I'm actually headed to Zion National Park just to stay in their campsite. There are actually a number of hikes. I've looked into Zion before. There's a number of hikes I want to do there, but that's not going to be the purpose of this trip. So I'll have to go back there sometime. woke up in Zion National Park this morning. It's great. I can see it in the daylight now. Because so the one spot I was able to get is at the Watchman Campground, which is kind of at the end of the road, like right by the exit to the park. So I think I'm gonna go back like a mile or two so I can experience a little bit of the drive in the daylight through Zion. And then also, like, there's the town of Springdale just right outside of Zion, where apparently I can get a shower if I pay $4 for 5 minutes. Think I might splurge, go for a full 10 minutes. Why not? Treat yourself. Strolling through Zion National Park in my PJs on a Wednesday. Why are you just gonna be like that? How'd you get there? The heck? I feel like a human again. San Clemente. Here we go. So I made it to the San Clemente Pier, just parked in a parking lot, and yeah, I'm so nervous. I don't even know how to explain this. Basically, I stumbled on a song by Max McNown a number of months ago now. I liked it, started listening to some of his music, and I was listening to it on YouTube, and YouTube will like automatically play more videos, and it started playing a podcast that Max McNown was on, and he was talking about just like about his music career and how he had once come down to the San Clemente Pier to do busking, which I had never, if I had heard that term before, I forgot what it meant because I had to look it up. But basically it's just going and playing music in a public place. He went busking on this pier, and for some reason it's comforting to know that someone else has done that same thing here, so it seems like a safe place to try it out. And so like I knew I was trying to wrap up my van. I had scheduled 2 weeks of PTO without knowing exactly what the plan was, but kind of like slowly got a plan. I heard about the Pacific Coast Highway, and then it just so happens that San Clemente is like really near where the Pacific Coast Highway ends or starts, depending how you look at it. So yeah, I don't know why I do this to myself. What do I even do? Just walk out there with a guitar? There's people out there. I'm so scared. Why do I do this to myself? I literally drove across the country to do this though. I feel like a kid on my first day of school. I'm so nervous. It's also so hot out here, so I'm sweating for multiple reasons. Oh my gosh. Well, I did it. I did what I came here to do. I drove across the country to play the guitar on a pier in Southern California, and I did it. So, good job. It felt less like busking and more just like practicing my guitar in a public space. But I did it, so I'm proud of myself. Yeah. I drove my van across the country to play guitar in San Clemente, so that basically means I'm on tour right now, so get tickets before they sell out. Just kidding. I did not play through a single song without making a mistake, so it's very fun. To be honest, I've had my guitar since high school, but then I started actually taking lessons like not that long before I bought my van actually, and then I ended up just getting this really good instructor who eventually encouraged me to sing and play the guitar at the same time, which I always thought would be fun. It sounded fun. Like, I mean, I would do it by myself in my room, but like quietly, or like I don't know, I just never thought of myself as the person with like a voice for doing that. Because I mean, like, I can't hit the defying gravity belt, or like, I don't know, I think I just have like a more limited range, so I thought it's not for me. But yeah, what I've found is you can train your voice a little bit, and I can just find songs that fit my range. I don't need to sing Defying Gravity, and it's been fun. I want to drink so much water right now. I am going to, go find some food. Let's hit the PCH. The goal is to get north of Los Angeles tonight. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive, nothing in sight, forever in flight, follow those lines, we'll make it this time, blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we'll make it tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. I don't really enjoy sleeping in random parking lots. I don't get as good as sleep. I just like I found this parking lot, according to 2 people on the iOverlander app. They've stayed here with no problems. So I stayed here. Also with no problems. It's just weird though to like be in a place where like someone could like knock on your door, and then like you do hear like it's like in town but on the edge of town, so it's like you do hear stuff down the street or whatever. Yeah, anyways, I got in here really late last night, and then now it's like 6 a.m. so I think I'm gonna drive 20 minutes up the road to a Walmart parking lot. I kind of thought it was a given, like if you run out of ideas, like there's always Walmart. The Walmart parking lots, I was under the impression that they're just like all overnight parking, and I mean maybe you can still use them for overnight parking, but a lot of them actually say, like when I look it up, that they don't allow overnight parking, at least like the Walmarts here in California that I've been looking at. So I've been a little confused about that, but I mean they definitely welcome you to stay in their parking lot during their open hours, and they open at 6 apparently. So I'm gonna go get some morning sleep. Last night was nights when I don't have a spot to stay have been exhausting and frustrating, and there have been tears and candid conversations with God. It's probably like good for me, but I think I've experienced it enough right now, and yep, we're gonna I think we're gonna get some morning sleep at a Walmart parking lot, and then I'm gonna look up campsites for the next 2 nights before I pick up my friend, and then we'll see how much energy I have from there. Ever since I bought Stan, the AC has always been like a little bit weak. I've always kind of wondered, is it working? Is it not? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, which is kind of okay because it means it must not be too terrible if I'm like, does it work? But I have noticed when I'm driving, and so like the engine is doing a lot of work, so it's probably like really hot, and it's like the full heat of day, then like the air tends to push hot air back at me. I'm like, I don't want that. So I closed the vents and I cracked the windows, but apparently yesterday driving through the desert in the afternoon, sunburned my left arm. So today I'm sticking it in a sleeve, I guess. It makes it kind of hot, but at least like the rest of the airflow is coming. So I might be driving all day, but I will be getting some fresh air. So that's the bright side there. Anyways, just thought you should know. So ready to do some hiking. Stan has been doing all the hiking. Oh my gosh. Whatever happened to predictability? The unthinkable one. Even in theory. what that means? Our grades, they're sunk. Just telling you, this road has poor grades. F minus. That's not fair. This is like one of the prettiest roads ever. I give it an A plus. Poor roads, so they're falling behind in school. They're gonna have to make that up somehow. Something grades. Now why pick those two words? Who's gonna understand that? Look! Look! It's so pretty. So many beautiful views! Can't believe your grades are sinking. Look at this. A plus work. I'm at a campsite about an hour outside of Seattle, so I need to go pick my friend up from the airport. It is a weird feeling to be like 3 days away from your destination and feel like you're running behind. So it is weird. I feel like I sprinted across the country. again, my fault. It was still fun. I think the Pacific Coast Highway is so pretty. It felt weird to get off of it. I was on it for so long. I I eventually had to, take an exit and get off, and I was like, no. It's so pretty. I miss it. But yeah, and I specifically chose this campsite because they have a shower facility, so I figured it'd be good to get another shower and just, gotta get those every few days, All right, let's get to that airport. Why did I decide to build a van? That is a big question. I think even when I was in college, I would watch, I don't know, I didn't know about it much growing up. I think in college I saw a van, someone built out a van. I don't know, it was just something I didn't even realize you could even do per se. And then, I saw someone building out the van. I thought that would be so cool, but I always thought of it from the context of that's really cool for them and live vicariously through them without thinking it's something that I could ever do for whatever reason. I just think, when you're young, or at least for me, I don't know, I feel I've built more self-confidence with time, and just as I've gotten older, I don't know, I would say a few years ago, through just a series of events, started to I don't know, it's almost I snapped out of it a little bit, just started paying more attention to myself and healing and just being the best version of myself that I could be. And it has looked like many things. It's looked like trying lots of new things, just kind of figuring it out. Not to get too deep, but I don't know. I think I was just trapped, or felt trapped in a lot of ways that, I don't know, when I snapped out of it, there are just a lot of ways in which we think we're trapped as humans. And then when you really think about it, you just start asking yourself questions, and you're am I really not able to do these things I want to do without another person? Do I always have to do these things with someone? Could I maybe figure out a way to do the things I want to do on my own? Do I have to wait for someone to do these things with? That's just an example. I don't know, there's just a lot of excuses and ways of feeling trapped, and I just I don't know, I've just been paying more attention to that the last few years, and for some reason that part of this whole process involved building out a van. And I can't really explain it, but I was I know sometime in my life I need to build a van, and the longer I wait to do that, the more I'm putting it off. So I just started looking into buying vans, and I don't know, just felt I needed to. And it feels it fits me. I don't know if this answers the question. Maybe by the end of this trip, I'll find the answer. But, okay. I just dropped my friend off at the airport, so it's back to just me, and I still, as per usual, didn't have very much planned at all. So I'm in a park, the parking lot at a park in Seattle, and so I was just kind of looking stuff up on my phone. I decided to, I got the America the Beautiful pass for this trip, so this is like kind of turning into a national park tour, but I am not mad about it. And yeah, so I booked 2 nights in Glacier National Park this time, so I think it means I'm pretty much driving all day today. And I realized that I'll be going backwards now, so I'm losing an hour instead of gaining. I'm losing time going east, because on the way out here I was gaining time, which was helpful. But yeah, now I'm not really in a rush. I have it's Tuesday. I have, the rest of this week off, and I think I took Monday off as well, so I have a lot of time to make it back to South Dakota and then back to Minnesota. Yeah. But it's gonna take a while to get there. We should probably go. I made it to Glacier National Park. I drove here from Washington yesterday, so it was a full day of driving, but it was after 3 days in a row of hiking. Still, you still get my legs could feel it, I was sitting all day. But yeah, I had thought about staying in North Cascades, but it is partially on fire, and so there's a number of camp and trail closures there, and it's also all the way out in Washington still. Yeah, anyways, this way I didn't want to stay another 2 nights in Washington and be so far from home and have to book at home. So I made the trek over here to Montana, which is still a decent chunk of time from home. So, but yeah, I felt better about getting closer to home and then also being able to stay 2 nights, so I'm not just getting somewhere after dark, sleeping and leaving. Yeah, so I rolled into Glacier last night after dark. Obviously, I don't know how to not do that. I keep doing that, and yeah, it was nice. I've had a slow morning. I have all day in the park today. I would like to get back to my campsite before dark. Cause yeah, I think building out the camper van, it's built for camping. So I really would like to just have some time, some like downtime, chill, enjoy a campsite, and yeah, which I got to do with my friend, which is good. And so now I'll get to do some of that on my own. Well, we should probably go to the visitor center, get a plan for the day so we can come back and chill and hang out and enjoy the camping experience. So I'm excited. I'm glad I did 2 nights. It feels much better and more like a break, and also like having camped with my friend and having things planned and then having someone else to travel with for a little bit was also like a good break, because I feel like I was just kind of like go for like a week. And yeah, so now we have these 2 nights planned, and then I can hopefully like leisurely make my way home, and I think it'll be good. Got a little tired of the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I found a really nice parking spot here at Sun Point. Yeah, so the parking lot is that way. So I have like my back window covers on, but I made lunch in here and was, yeah, eating, getting ready for my hike, and can leave the windows open and see nature. It's great. I stopped at the St. Mary Visitor Center. I guess like my campground, everything it's all in the St. Mary area, which is a gorgeous lake. I drove by it in the dark last night, but today I drove by it in the daylight, and it's like a very stunning blue. Like most lakes I've seen are not that color blue. It's really pretty. So I think what I'm gonna do is, so I talked to a ranger at the visitor center, and ultimately I decided I'm at Sun Point right now, and I'm gonna do a waterfall hike. It's about 6.5 miles round trip. Yeah, the only thing is that this is bear country, and so I have gone hiking by myself before, and I've been hiking in bear country, but I've never been hiking by myself in bear country. I talked to the ranger. He said, you know, obviously in bear country it is ideal if you're in a group of people, but I think this trail I'm doing is relatively popular, so there should be other people on it. I have some tin cups clipped to my backpack so they make lots of noise, and I obviously have bear spray. I've had it with me the whole time. I tested it in my apartment before I left. I've had it for a while, so I just tested it to make sure it like was still working. Yeah, against my better judgment, I did that inside my apartment, and I knew I shouldn't, but I did anyways. It's fine. I'll spare you the story. It involves chugging milk and locking myself in my bedroom. Anyways. Yeah, okay, so we have bear spray, we have really loud tin cups. I can always clap my hands. It's a relatively popular trail. This ranger said, yeah, he often goes hiking with people, but he's also gone hiking by himself before in bear country. He said in 30 years of hiking, he has only pulled out his bear spray twice, and he's never had to spray it, but I guess, you know, he came close, like he was ready, 2 times. I feel good, like I'm going into it prepared, so, excuse you. Right, I got my backpack, I got my tin cups, I got my bear spray, I got some snacks. Sweet, let's do this. I love water. I did not get eaten by bears. We're good. So on my way out of Glacier, today I decided to stop and see to Medicine Lake and stop to see Running Eagle Falls. The ranger I talked to yesterday said it was his favorite waterfall, and it is really cool. It's like coming out of a cave. Yeah, it's a quick little walk. It's not like, I don't know how long it is. It's not very far, but I'm not gonna do it again. But I forgot to bring my phone out there with me, so you don't get to see it, but you can look it up or come visit yourself. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think today's gonna be a long day of driving, so I should probably get going. Yeah, I think I'm headed to the Black Hills area. Anyways, yeah, I think it'll be good. I think the Black Hills, I'm definitely getting closer to where my grandparents' farm is, so I think it's like maybe between 4 and 5 hours, somewhere in there away, so getting closer to being back. Yeah, so I've been staying at the Sheridan Lake Campground in the Black Hills National Forest. Yeah, my family took a trip to the Black Hills when I was in like maybe first grade. And I remember we stayed in Keystone, saw Mount Rushmore, and went to the Storybook Island. And so I'm probably not going to see Mount Rushmore. Because I've got other things I'm going to do. And I've seen it before. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to like go into Keystone today. Just, if I remember correctly, it's a cute downtown. There's some shops. I can just look around, have some fun, hang around. Yeah, and then tomorrow I last minute registered for a 5K. I don't know, there's something when I think about taking a trip on the camper van with the camper van, I mean, this has turned into a national park tour, which, like I said, I'm not mad about. I love visiting the national parks, but I also thought it would be fun sometime to like, because I've taken community education classes just like in the Twin Cities around where I live. I've always thought it would be fun to like sign up for like a class in a different state, or just participate in like a festival or an event that's just like specific to a town somewhere far away from where I live. I don't know why, it sounds kind of fun to me. So this is kind of like that. Yeah, so I'm doing a 5K in Rapid City, and I'm pretty sure we're like running around the like the Storybook Island itself. So it's kind of like a full circle moment. Like, you know, I was there when I was little, and I'm gonna go there again. Just, I don't know, see what it's like. I didn't bring my running shoes, but I do have like a pair of barefoot shoes that are kind of like tennis shoes. So we're gonna try that. It'll be an experience. But I could probably use a shower. This campground does not have a shower, and I'm gonna get up early tomorrow morning to run a 5K. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah, get up early, head into Rapid City, run this 5K, and then head back to my grandparents' farm that my parents now also live on. So, and they have showers. And I think rather than just like cut all the way across, I might also, since I have the America the Beautiful Pass, I might drive through the Badlands National Park on the way back. I feel like there should be time. There should be time for that. So I think that's the plan. Well, I bought a shirt. I wasn't gonna buy anything, but this lady sold it to me on sale, so that was nice for her. Overall, successful day. Browsing, looking around. Some lots of souvenir shops. Some cool stuff over there though. It's like a place you could take like old time photos. There's like, I see a place for like helicopter tours. Or like, there's the like I think it was like the Borglum Art Museum behind me. after traveling through states with fire bans, I finally decided my last night of my trip, finally get a campfire. I love campfires. Well, it's a good thing I'm almost done with my trip. I can definitely tell it's getting a lot colder out there. It's a really good last night to my trip. I'm really glad that I did this and that I had lots of time at my campsite tonight to just yeah, relax, make some food, do the dishes, start a campfire, play some guitar, sit out under the stars. That's what camping is supposed to be right there. So I can see my breath out there. What happened? It feels like fall. I thought we were going to be running through like the Storybook Island Park itself, but that was not the case. We were running by the park, and then the park is open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, so even though it's closed technically now because it's after Labor Day, they open it for a couple hours as an after party to the people who participated in the 5K. So now I'm just in the park, and so it's like just people from the 5K, and a lot of people are still over there, so it's kind of like quiet. It's kind of it's peaceful, it's nice, it's a little strange. I also feel kind of weird being here without children. I was kind of curious because I was here in like maybe first grade-ish. I was curious if I'd remember anything, and like not really, but I remember having a good time, so. Well, I did it, and I got a wand. Got a free wand. If it's noisy, it's because I'm boiling water. I had bought like a couple, like 2 of these dehydrated meals. This one was a premium meal. Splurged on one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. This is a Thai style coconut curry, and I just haven't used them at all this entire trip, and I'm on my way back now, and I need lunch. It's hot, but it's good. Alright, so just like that, yeah, my grandma suggested that I go to Wall Drug and get some of their homemade donuts, so I might as well go and pick up some extra and bring them back with me. So we're gonna go get some donuts, and we're gonna take the long way home and swing through Badlands National Park. And then, yeah, would like to arrive home today. I could really use a shower. And yeah, so not gonna spend like too much extra time in the park, but definitely gonna drive through it. And yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, I just keep racking my brain trying to think like what is my conclusion in all of this? What was the point of doing all this? And I guess I'm not sure I have one concrete perfect answer for you. But I'm really glad that I did this. I'm glad I did the build. I feel like I've learned a lot. I do have an interest in carpentry, and I think getting to work with all the different tools and just getting to know my grandpa's shop has been really helpful. I think it's just makes things less daunting if I want to take on some sort of project in the future, even if it's not as big as building out a van. But you know, like if I wanted to like build myself a bookshelf or something random, I think I'm pretty confident I could do that. And I don't know, that's fun. I like making stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I went on the trip. I feel like it has stretched me beyond my comfort zone in certain ways, which is always a great way to grow. It's definitely been a lot of moments. There have been some really great moments and some moments where I'm like, I'm so glad I did this. This is so cool. And other moments where I'm just like, why did I do this? But you know, if we live our lives based solely on our feelings, our lives are going to be as chaotic as our feelings are. So, I don't know. Let your feelings inform you, but then also let's maybe throw some logic in there, okay? Or something. I don't know what the secret sauce is. Thanks for coming with me on my journey. Feels like it's our journey. I hope you enjoyed our journey. It's like a great time to not drop my phone. We did it! We're back at the farm. Wow, that was... 2 weeks is a long time. Feels like it's been a while since I was here. But look, my car's still here and everything. Alright. Good trip, good rides, good wheels, good vibes, good times. It's been real.